Ever wondered how it feels like to be surrounded by a copy of your own book? Well, I can tell you now, it's a pleasure, it's a joy. This story has been a long time coming. I've been telling it in schools, at youth groups, at youth camps, in the UK as well as abroad. And finally, during the lockdown season, I was encouraged by my children to get it out there for the public, for you to read and enjoy this great story based on one of the most famous Bible verses of all time, John 3:16. I won't give away too much. It's called No Longer Rubbish. And that's how it concludes, where it says, no longer rubbish. Who or what is no longer rubbish? Well, why don't you purchase your own copy and see for yourself. I'd just like to take this opportunity as the official launch, but also to thank people. Thank Andy Gray, who is the illustrator, and he has something to say about the book himself as well. Andy, over to you.
Hello, my name is Andy Gray of onegrey.com. I'm the illustrator of No Longer Rubbish. It's been an absolute pleasure to work on the book with Eric. I get offered many texts to illustrate, so I only take on those which really spark my imagination and excitement, and particularly those which tell something of the story of Jesus and the importance of a friendship with Jesus, which this story does in bucket loads. Because Eric's story is both real and has been told many times, it was an honour to be able to bring it to life. It's a very important story for many reasons, but I'll let you find out why. Eric also came up with a unique way he wanted it illustrated. Colour only for the main characters and line work in the background. That was quite a challenge, but together we managed to pull it off and work out how to do it. I hope you enjoy reading the story many times, just as much as I enjoyed working on it. Maybe read it as a group, maybe read it with other people. It's just great. It's a wonderful thing. So Eric, thank you so much for letting me work on this with you. Take care, mate.
Thank you so much for those very kind words, Andy. Of course, I would like to thank my wife and my two children. They have encouraged me big time. I didn't see this coming at all, and they encouraged me to go ahead. They believed in me. As did a lot of friends who got behind the fundraiser, the crowd fundraiser. It's all paid for by my friends, which is amazing. And a special thank you to my friends at Horham Chapel, who basically financed the printing of it together with the offices of 3rd Eastbourne Boys Brigade. So thank you guys so much, as well as all my other individual friends who contributed to it. Without you, this book would not be here. So although I can't call it my book, it is actually our book. And our book should go out there. So we created a little website for you to order the books, and if you would like me to address it to somebody special, I could always sign them. Just leave a message in any of our social medias, and I will endeavour to do my best to send you a signed personal copy. The feedback has been amazing. One little story already from one of our testing people was a grandma who read it to her grandchild. I think she's 2 years old, the grandchild that is. And the grandma says to me, so I read it to my grandchild, who, this is her words, has the attention span of a gnat. And yet, she sat through the whole story, Eric. Isn't that fantastic? And then she also counted all the mice in your book. Oh yes, it's not just a reading book, it's a search book. Find this, find that. Anyway, can't explain it. Buy a copy yourself. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for watching, and why don't you get the word out there via Facebook, via Instagram, or any which way you'd like. Get a copy for yourself, get a copy for somebody else. It's a love story, Valentine's Day. It's a great Easter giveaway, but actually it's generally a great book because I dedicated it to anyone who's ever felt like rubbish. And I think that includes you and I. I think at one stage or another in our lives we might all have felt that way. So for you, there is now a lovely book. It's not just a children's book. Read it as a family, discover the deeper meanings in it, or just take it at face value. However you do, what I would say is enjoy the book. Thank you very much for watching. God bless. Just in case you buy your own copy and you wonder what happened to to little Tom, the main character of the book, well, let me tell you, let me introduce you to not so little Tom.
Oh, hello! It's us, from the book. As you might know, this book is based on a true story, which was our story. And if you're interested in picking up a copy of your own, all the details will be in the description.